We deem the candidates to have passed if they have obtained divisional grades of 1, 2, 3, or 4. Such candidates will qualify to register for post-primary examinations conducted by UNEB. The Division U, which we call ungraded, is awarded to candidates who have failed to reach the minimum level of performance that can be awarded at least at Division 4. Such candidates should not be admitted to Senior 1, but should repeat, because if they are admitted in Senior 1, they will not be eligible to register for the Uganda Certificate of Education UCE examination later. Mama, I report the divisional grades by funding. That is, we are comparing the UPE and the non-UPE. As we observed from the table, the candidates of the non-UPE, they have performed better, as have always been the case. Their numbers are small, but if you're looking at it proportionally in terms of percentages, then you can say they have performed better than the UPE candidates. This has been observed in the past, and the reasons for this disparity in performance, as indicated in the earlier studies by UNEB, could include the fact that, yes, the teachers in the urban areas tend to spend more time on tasks, and the learners also seem to spend more time in school. The teachers also tend to adopt teaching methods that emphasize preparation for test taking. There is a higher level of involvement also of the urban parents in their children's learning process. And the urban areas generally tend to have better access to those facilities that supplement classroom teaching. So these are the reasons that we think could be explaining the reason why there is better performance being shown by the urban candidates against the UPE candidates that are mainly in our rural areas. Mama, I've also compared the overall performance by gender. We see that the males performed better, and this has been the trend over the last years. I also report performance of special candidate groups. These are the inmates first. The board maintains an examination center at the Uganda Government Prison School in Luzira. And this year, a total of 68 candidates were registered compared to 58 registered in 2022. So there were 10 more. And of those that registered, 63 of them sat, and the other 5 were absent. They could have possibly been released before the examination period. Now, 5 of them passed in Division 1, 34 of them passed in Division 2, 9 obtained Division 3, 7 obtained Division 4, and Mama, only 1 was ungraded. In other words, 1 did not qualify to proceed. Then the second special group is the special needs candidates that we are also reporting by category: the physically handicapped, the blind, the partially blind, the deaf, the dyslexics, and those others that require transcribers. And then there are the special needs that do not require any particular assistance except to be given more time. The reports indicate that the partially blind and the dyslexics and those that are needing only extra time have done quite well, comparable to the other normal candidates. Mama, it appears that those that have hearing impairment, the deaf, seem to find it a little hard to handle the teaching learning process seems to be a bit harder for them because we don't see anyone of them getting a Division 1, although reasonably good number of 50 passed in Division 2. I comment briefly on examination malpractice. The scouts and examiners that we have deployed in this examination have reported a number of cases of suspected external assistance that have been rendered to candidates by third parties inside the examination room, and the smuggling of information relevant to the examination by some candidates. Our security also arrested quite a number of distributors and teachers who had cut open the question paper envelopes ahead of time in order to access question papers. And these were reported in the districts of Mukono, Gomba, Mpigi, and the Greater Masaka areas. A number of these have been arrested and charged in courts of law under the relevant sections of the Boards Act. As I speak now, persons have been remanded to prison in Mpigi and Masaka. Others were earlier remanded and have been released on bail, awaiting their day in court. In accordance with Section 5(2)(b) of the UNEB Act, the board will withhold the results of the affected candidates until investigations are complete. And should there be any that are withheld further after the investigations, they will then meet the Examination Security Committee to have a hearing if there is a prima facie case established against them. Mama, after this examination, the board gives a feedback to its stakeholders. We do this through a document called a report on the work of candidates, which we are compiling using the observations made by the examiners. And advice will be given to the teachers on those areas where the examiners observe that candidates experienced learning difficulties. We want to encourage our stakeholders, particularly the teachers, to utilize this report when eventually they receive them. A word of gratitude. I would like to join our chairperson in thanking you, Mama, for the support that we have received from you to ensure that we obtained the necessary funds to run the examination. In the same vein, I thank the Ministry of Finance, Planning and Economic Development for releasing the funds that we require within a reasonable time to enable the examination activities to run as scheduled. I would also like to thank the chairperson and the members of the board for the good governance and guidance that we at the Secretariat continue to receive in the process of preparing. And I also thank the district leaders, the chief administrative officers, the district and urban education officials, the monitors, scouts, and invigilators for their participation and support during the management of the 2022 primary living examination. Honorable Minister participated in the various examination activities were affected either by the COVID-19 or the Ebola infections at the beginning of November. Collection of results. Mama, as soon as you release these results, they will be uploaded on the examination center portals. Each school can therefore download their results as soon as you've done the release. However, the district, municipal, and city inspectors of schools who may wish to have the hard copies from UNEB may collect these starting from Monday, 30th January, from our offices in Ntinda. Currently, no copies of the results are available. However, parents and candidates and other interested parties may use the short message service on mobile phone networks, which will post the results of their candidates on their mobile sets instantly. The instruction to get this is if they go to the message menu on their phone, they type PLE, leave space, type the full and correct index number of the candidate, and then send this to 6600. They should be able to get their results instantly. There may be a delay because of the traffic at the beginning, but they will get these results without any problems. Mama, I want to thank you very much for your kind attention, and I submit.